Hey guys, I'm Darren Miles with Darren Miles Photography, and I'm based here in beautiful, sunny Southwest Florida. And today I'm coming at you live from a tiny little enclave just west of Florida. It's called Sanibel Island. It's a very sleepy little island, and it is beautiful. If you've never had a chance to come down here, it's a fan favorite from folks up in the Midwest. You know, videographers can be a control freakish bunch of people. That is, they love to get their cinematic looks. They love to film at 24 frames per second, which usually means the shutter speed's at 1/48. They like to shoot wide open, and they like to shoot as clean as possible, ISO 100. But unfortunately, if you're in a sunny place like this where there's a lot of ambient light, that poses some problems. So what do? Well, today I'm going to give you a solution courtesy of the folks from Sandmarc. To talk to you about today is some of the challenges that you have when you want to film cinematically with a drone in bright tropical places down here like in Southwest Florida. So what do I mean by wanting to film cinematically? Well, cinematic shooters like to shoot at 24 frames per second. They like to shoot in manual. They like to shoot at ISO 100 or the native ISO. They like to shoot wide open. We're talking about the Mavic 2 Pro today. So in the case of the Mavic 2 Pro, wide open is f2.8. And to shoot cinematically, that typically means you double the frame rate. And if you double the frame rate on the Mavic 2 Pro, that would be 1/48th of a second, but that doesn't exist. So we actually utilize 1/50th of a second. So when you put all the four of those things together, the shutter speed, the frame rate, the aperture being wide open, and the ISO, unfortunately what that does, if it's in the middle of the day, what that does is that it creates the perfect storm for a grossly overexposed image to the point where the scene is almost completely white. So what do? Well, I want to introduce you to these. These are a 4-pack of hybrid neutral density / circular polarizer filters built for the Mavic 2 Pro, specifically from the folks over at Sandmarc. Sandmarc sent me these about 3 months ago, and by the way, just in full disclosure, they sent me these in exchange for this video. I've been committing to do the video for a while now. Fortunately, having more time with these filters has actually given me more of an opportunity to understand them and how to use them. And I've utilized them quite a bit, and they made quite a bit of difference for me down here again in Southwest Florida, if you like to shoot cinematically as I do. I was out in Sanibel Island yesterday. If you're not familiar with Sanibel, it's a tiny little island off the west coast of Florida. I was out there photographing a house, and I had the opportunity, I thought, what a great opportunity to try out all four of these filters to show you the difference between no filter and then the 2, 3, 4, and 5 stops of ND combined with the circular polarizer. So on Sanibel, I was at this little beach, and it was bright. It was middle of the day, lots of reflections coming off the water, lots of reflections coming off the sand. It was very, very overexposed. And when I set my camera to manual and at those settings and put my drone up there, it was like whitewash. I couldn't see anything. Now, for those of you that are new to the filter world, ND filters are essentially like putting a pair of sunglasses on your drone or on your lens. And then when you combine that with a circular polarizer filter, that allows you to dial up and dial down the intensity of like those blues and of the reflections coming off the water. Supposedly, according to Sandmarc, this actually expands the dynamic range of the sensor. I'm not quite sure how it does that, but my blues are definitely more blue, and my oceans and my water looks a lot more turquoise, teal, whatever. It's a lot prettier and a lot more colorful. Down here in Southwest Florida, I'm often shooting golf courses next to beautiful architecture, next to the beach, next to the ocean. When you combine all four of those, it makes for some really dramatic footage, and if you get the color right and if you get the exposure right utilizing one of these filters, the net result is just beautiful. So anyway, on Sanibel, I tested out no filter all the way up to 5 stops, and I got this. Check it out. So that's pretty cool, right? Well, the links to purchase these things are down below. You can get them from Sandmarc. The 4-pack is $99.99 and the 6-pack is $139.99. Now, just so we're all on the same page, if you do utilize the links down below, I do not get any further compensation from Sandmarc. If you don't believe me, you can go to the website yourself, or you can go to B&H or whoever your favorite vendor is and buy these from them. I'm not getting any further compensation, though I am grateful they sent me the 4-pack in exchange for this video. I've had the opportunity to take advantage of these. I'm glad Sandmarc sent them to me and reached out to me, because I think overall the results that I've gotten both in video and in stills certainly has improved the look and feel of a lot of my productions. And drone work down here in Southwest Florida has become a bigger and bigger part of my business, and I'm grateful to have these filters as an option. So if you want to buy them yourself, the links are down below. Check them out. I think they're a pretty good deal for $100. I don't think you can go wrong. I'm Darren Miles with Darren Miles Photography, based here in beautiful, sunny Southwest Florida. If you like videos like this, go ahead and give me a like, or better yet, subscribe. And until the next time, happy filming.